think it's recording. All right. Welcome to Horrible Horror, everybody. This is the podcast where we watch the worst of the worst in horror movies. Movies so bad they're scary. Or the exception today, movies are actually really darn good. With us today is my co-host Aaron, and joining us for a very special interview to talk about this one of these special movies all through the house is the writer-director himself, Todd. It's Nunes, right? Nunes?
It's Nunes.
Nunes.
Okay.
All right. And his sister, his lovely sister, the star of the show, Ashley Mary. Well, you got the last name. I'm going to butcher it again if I say it. So, Nunes.
There you go.
Nunes. I can learn. Yes, so they graciously took some time out today to sit with us and talk things all through the house, which was, when I stumbled upon this movie, absolutely loved it. I was so pleasantly surprised to see another good horror Christmas movie come up. It's been a while, so we absolutely loved it. But I guess we'll just jump into this interview real quick. So my questions are in no particular order whatsoever. They're just kind of what I was coming up at the time thing. But now you two are being brother and sister-in-law. Did you guys grow up thinking that you'd both go into the film industry as kids, or have some kind of like sibling rivalry competition between you two growing up?
Maybe a family connection. Who knows?
Yeah. No rivalry at all. In fact, I want her to have the best, her to go on. If she becomes the big star of the family, I would be so happy and proud of her. So there's nothing like that going on. But I think it was always just something that we did. I have my sister, but I also have two other younger brothers. So they were always part of the projects that I did growing up. I was always throwing them out on the rooftop in the rain. My parents were always screaming at me. You know, and I'm like, what did they say? We have a cop down at the bottom of the driveway. Don't fall.
Well, that's what brothers are for, right?
I was kind of born and raised in this genre. So I don't really know anything else other than her.
They drowned in pools, bathtubs, blown out windows, blown down hills. You name it, they have been through.
So you guys have done, so growing up together, I guess you guys have done horror movies in the past, like shooting on an old camcorder, rough cut editing. Oh man, that's kind of funny because we used to do that.
Yeah, we did it in high school with the old like VHS camcorder that was like that big on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And we're throwing people over walls with like a little mat that's about that thick. It's like, oh, you're fine, you're doing it.
Yeah. Totally unsafe.
Oh yeah.
But it was the drive to do it. So, and we had blast doing it. We made some pretty funny stuff.
Oh, I know. It's always fun to go back and look at that stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Did that lead you to actually did you end up going to any kind of particular film school, or did you just kind of start doing this all on your own, just trial and error?
I eventually went to film school, but at first it was just something that I had to do, that I wanted to do, and it was just, I went out and I did it. And when I was in high school, I even rewrote Friday the 13th and Halloween in the stage plays. And that's how they dropped popular. And people started coming to see it. They wanted to see everybody get killed on stage, and the music, and the costumes, and I just went all out for it, you know. And we packed the audience in. So that really got me thinking about the structure of a horror movie. You sort of have to rewrite it to fit the stage and try to keep the essence and characters. And so that really started my wheels turning, and I eventually ended up doing my own original horror plays in school, and then I started writing screenplays.
That's amazing, because that's really similar to what my background was in theater growing up, and I started on stage acting, then I moved into directing myself in theater, and I've always wanted to do, I've written a few horror plays myself, thinking it's just not, personally, what would I want to see, and I don't think there's enough of them out there, so I started doing that same thing. I think that's really, really wonderful.
So obviously your next thing is film, Marshall.
Yeah, obviously that's my next thing is film. That's the next logical step.
Yeah.
Speaking of high school, so then actually, did you do any acting in high school, college, or did you just start kind of?
When Todd left and we went to college and everything moved to LA, I was still back at home going to school. And I didn't have a ton of music at my school, so the drama club was nothing like how it was when Todd was in high school. So I actually went on to do sports. I played soccer and I did track. I went on to do college track too as well, 400 hurdles. But Todd always seemed to always pull me back in when we had a project. And After I graduated with my BA, I became a probation counselor.
That's right. I did learn. I didn't know that. I did learn that.
Okay.
After a few years of working there, I kind of just like looked around, and it just wasn't for me. I wanted a little bit more. I just settled, like, I can't just settle for a normal life. I just don't know. I can't live normal.
Life was never normal.
So that's when I decided to just, make the change. Just, I quit and just moved right in there. So.
Well, I mean, that still takes a lot of guts to make a big life change like that. I mean, it's a stressful thing, and so good on you, and congratulations for doing that. And based on what I saw in all through the house, I think you made the right decision, and hopefully you'll go on to bigger, better things. But now let's bring it back to the movie itself. That's why we're here.
Yes.
One of the first questions we had, or we talked about, at least in our episode when we talked about this, was the mask itself. My friend Doug, we were kind of debating, like, where did that come from? Did you guys actually make it yourself? Or was it a mask you found and you altered it? Or what's the origin of the Santa mask?
Because that is a creepy-ass mask for a Santa character.
Yes.
I mean, something I noticed through this whole movie is just creepy-ass Santas all over the place, and that thing just looks... How could that be a Santa mask?
Well, it's funny because, back in the day when I was a kid, people would decorate their lawn. There weren't as much Christmas stuff as there is today, and people got creative, and somebody made a Santa, and they put it out in their front yard, and it was an old man's mask with a beard on, and it was creepy as shit. I mean, the thing was creepy looking. And so that was so with me as a kid, they all took a picture with it. It was like, no. And then not only that, but there were pictures that I collected from like the 20s and 30s, the Santa masks they had, and that's what I originally was going to do, because those masks were creepy. You see the kids sitting there with that Santa of the 1930s? No, nothing nice or pretty about it. These guys look creepy. So I actually obtained one of those masks first. And we tried it out, and it just wasn't working. It didn't have the feel. So I had a bunch of different masks, different types, pieces together. People made them. We put on beards, on hats, we had a big photo shoot. And
someone looked really silly.
Yeah, it was very important. There's certain things you're making a movie with this low a budget that you want to make sure pop, that stay with people. Like where you're going to put all your energy in. And some of the things you have to let sort of go. Not that I want to, but when you're working with budget restraints, you have to make choices.
Right.
And the mask simply, for me, had to be perfect. And I think that we got the right one after a lot of playing around with it. And Tommy came in and did a paint job on it. So we got to give him props for that.
Okay. I mean, you're right. The mask, it really is all about the mask inside. I mean, where would Jason or Michael Myers be without their iconic masks? And we all know, like, Halloween is historically and legendary, being one of the most successful independent movies of all time. Low budget, but they made it work with a William Shatner mask, which most people know. So it's all about the mask. So I totally agree with you on that.
And also, Leo Velasco, who plays our Santa, he's really into all like Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason, all of them. So he had like actually studied their movements and their actions, and so he was able to give Jamie like the own
his own personality. Her own, whatever.
It's her. It is her. Spoilers. Okay, now we're talking about the Santas, and like we gotta ask you, Todd. Do you did you ever have or currently have any kind of Santa trauma yourself? Do you have a Santa phobia? I mean, that's something that messed up you to make him, lead you to make this movie.
The thing is, I think you're like forced to love Santa. Santa is everywhere. Santa's good for Santa. And I do remember a certain time when I was sitting on Santa's lap and I just had this chill run down my spine. And like, this is so much fun. And but I love Santa. I really did, but I still thought there was something fucked up going on. So, like religion, it's like you just don't ask. just go with the flow. But because I couldn't ask those questions, those hard questions, there was something creepy about Santa, even though I did love it.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be an Easter Bunny follow-up. I mean, Easter Bunnies are scary as hell, too, I think.
There you go.
Easter bunnies are scary. Yes. There have been some that have tried. This, I don't know. It's a harder holiday.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one. I agree.
Yeah, it's being afraid of Easter bunny that a man comes into your house and watches you while you sleep.
Yeah.
Making sure that you're naughty or nice. And, like, what? Doesn't he have something else better to
do this time?
No, but I gotta appreciate it, honestly. I mean, there hasn't been a long time. It's been a while since you've seen a good Christmas horror blend. Either they're completely campy or so ridiculous, or they're just dated and older. And this is one that kind of hit the money on the mark for the modern time. So, good on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's speaking of some of the more specific things in the movie. The very first kill is, like I said, in our episode, it was 2 of the 3 of our favorite kills for 2 of 3
if you haven't listened to our show before, at the end, we always break down our favorite kills, and the opening kill was a doozy.
So my question is, because this was such a low budget movie, and maybe not even just that effect, but how were you able to pull off some of these effects so well with such a low budget? Because the boob stab and the eyes, like when I look for these type of things, you don't see any kind of prosthetic lines or makeup ridges or marks. I mean, it was a hell of a job.
Yeah, because that's something we do. We look for, we're horrible horror, so we look for bad stuff, and we really didn't find a lot of bad stuff that was jumping out on us for this.
For such a low budget,
yeah.
So I was amazed by that. So how was it making the effects for these amazing kills?
Well, again, like I said about with masks, picking what you want you really shine through in your movie. And obviously, the gore was one of them. We had a very, very low budget movie, and in fact, more than half of our budget, even though it was already low to begin with, went to special effects. Because it was going to be something that even if the movie sucked and everybody hated it, at least they said, well, at least it was boring. So we put a lot of, yes, we put a lot of time into that. Pretty girls, gory, okay, somebody will give it a watch.
I mean, how it worked. I mean, we did, and the kills were amazing. They were really good kills.
And when I'm watching a low-budget movie, it's like I always feel cheated when I get introduced to a character and I watch through the whole movie and then they scream some blood splatters on the wall.
Right.
Sure, I get it, because there's money, and cleaning that blood is a bitch. Like, big time, let me tell you. And then we have a lot of blood in this movie, and so there was a lot to clean up. So I totally get it, but I still feel like if it's a slasher movie, I want to see it.
Exactly. I'm right in the same mindset as you are.
And it just came to mind when you were talking about cleaning at the blood, again, kind of being, you said it yourself, it was kind of on a lower budget. I noticed a lot of the apartments or the homes, these look very lived in, very worn. These don't look very staged. Were these people that were actors' home, someone in the crew's home, or did you actually rent the locations? Or I'm just kind of curious.
Most of the houses were people that we knew to get for free. Because you're working on a low budget movie, the first thing you do is write a list of everything you can get for free. Okay, and then you start developing your story around those, those objects and houses and whatnot. One house we did have to get, which was Mrs. Garrett's house, and we filmed that in Lake Arrowhead, even though we had to piece it together with other locations because the house didn't have everything that we needed. We couldn't get a house that had everything, basement, and the whole thing like that. We made a deal with somebody who was a vacation renter. Rented his house for vacation. And we promised that we would take really good care of it. We got a really, really good deal. Never could have done that here in LA. Would never have.
Actually, that's why I answer my question. So you shot in Lake Arrowhead. Is that one of the locations? So was that your primary filming location? Was there somewhere else that you filmed? And also, how long was the whole filming process from once you started filming to wrapping? How long did it take?
Well, we started filming before the script was even finished. We started filming because we wanted to get some of the Christmas atmosphere for free. We had the neighborhoods, filmed scenes, homes, people walking, to try to put that in again to help the budget. But the main portion of the movie, we had 6 days in Lake Arrowhead. And we had probably about a total of a little over a week.
Wow.
So we had to work really fast.
Yeah, that's like lightning speed right there.
That is. That's incredible.
We had special effects that took forever. We had all these fight scenes. We had action going on. One character to be moving around. It didn't want the whole stiffness. So when you want to do those things, some of the things have to be sacrificed. But it takes time. We were up. One of our kill scenes, we saw the sun come up. And then we were cleaning the blood up. And then...
Not a lot of sleeping.
Not a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Your budget was the mask, special effects, and coffee. Then I guess
Yeah.
that was your budget.
Yes.
Coffee and soda. I actually quit drinking soda altogether after this year.
Just too much of it. You like overdone.
I drank too much, and I was looking at the sugar, and I'm like, oh man, I got not good.
Speaking of, okay, talk about this, the shooting of the movie. I guess for this, you can each have your different answers on this. Because being a director and the actor in it, what was your most favorite or most fun scene to shoot individually, and then what was also from your perspective the worst or the hardest one to get done in the film?
I think which one was the hardest. Well, it was really, I had a hard time shooting actually a lot of things, only because I was, during the filming, we were at Mascara's house, that really Arrowhead. Actually, I had a really bad cold. And there were times where I was in the scene, but I'm like here because I'm helping out, on set and everything. And my throat would get tickle. And I got to like hold my breath because they're filming, and it's like, this is to take, and I can't screw it up, so I'm like kind of like tiptoe running, outside door and everything a lot of the time because I was just sick and my voice was a little hoarse. So filming those scenes, like the Arrowhead was actually kind of challenging just because of that.
Yeah, we could only film, something like maybe once or twice. We're trying to cover a whole scene. And cutaways, and there wasn't enough time to get like everything perfect. Again, it was sort of like give and take. It's like, we got to move on from this, but we'll spend a little bit more time on this stuff. Don't worry.
But one of the fun parts was doing the running scene, chasing where seeing Santa like chasing after me. That was actually one of them.
No, that's the one you're doing where you're. That's the one you're in the blue dress in the woods. That one, that scene. Okay.
Did you have to slow down for him?
I did. And Todd told me I needed to run a little bit more earlier.
That's
didn't look right.
Because I was thinking, if you're a collegiate athlete, I think could just leave him in the dust,
Yeah.
Well, because apparently, what's it? Is it Johanna Ray? Your favorite killer. The girl gets killed in the bathroom. I found, according to her IMDb page, she was a Division I track and field athlete too.
Yes.
Huh.
So she didn't really get a chance to run. To use her abilities.
Very much clothes on.
No. But you think it would weigh you down though? You'd be a little faster, I would assume. Some other question I had about the movie, not so much the making of it, just some things we kind of saw in the movie that made us, had questions about. One, speaking of the, not your chase scene, but it's when Sarah is sneaking around the house and this mannequin falls from above on her. We were just kind of confused as
where did it come from?
Where did it come from? Who dropped it? Why is there a mannequin hanging on the outside of his house?
There's actually a couple of spots in the movie that had to get cut out.
That was going to be my question.
There's also the eggnog scene, which she drinks the eggnog. The eggnog is set up during the scene where she's talking about her mother, Tia, and she's pouring it, and she's getting ready to drink it, and she does it, and so we do this whole thing. Now, that whole scene got cut out. Not necessarily what I wanted, but that's what happened.
That's kind of what my feeling was, because we also talked about the eggnog, how it just kind of came out of nowhere when Rachel, when she drinks it, like, where'd that come from?
That wouldn't be my first choice. I'd be like, All right, something's
But that-
creepy in the
that-
fridge.
he was trying to drink it in his conversation, and you're wondering if she's gonna drink it, you know, and then she sets it down there, and then she leaves.
But it's like, you have to see me drinking it because I get knocked out.
Right, yeah.
But the mannequin on the roof was a part of Mrs. Garrett's decorations that she wanted the girls to help her with. She wanted to slant it there, and the mannequin was dressed like Santa Claus. It was also sort of a tribute to one of my favorite horror movies, which is Friday the 13th Part 3. Shelley comes into the barn and that skull just pops down.
Yeah.
No reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that was part of the doing this movie was sort of like embracing, all the faults of the 80s, having fun with them, and trying to throw all this in like a killer be everywhere at once. Even though he could explain, he could be explained. It could be
right. And that's kind of what I thought some way it had to do with cuts and things getting put left on the cutting room floor.
It was like almost an over 2 hour movie when I turned in. I turned it in.
It was really hard to cut some of the scenes out. And on first time I heard it, like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good, shot, a good moment. But you gotta be able to cut it and at least, make the story still, make the main story make sense.
Right.
Like these teeny little things maybe not.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some moments that I'm like,
Speaking of things making sense, and also I assume this is nothing that got cut out, but we talked about this. During the movie, there wasn't a whole lot of explanation or backstory onto maybe why Mrs. Garrett was so obsessed with Christmas or the Santa mannequins, why she had so many. Was that something that also got cut out of the final script, or was there some explanation originally?
That didn't really necessarily get cut out of the final script. But it is something that could quite possibly be a part of a sequel if that ever happens. The answer is there in the movie. It really is there in the movie if you really want to sit there and analyze it. But Mrs. Garrett, as you know, was abused by men, used as a child by men, she hated men, she grew up hating men. But there's one man who is never going to abuse men.
Okay. Santa.
He never really exists. And that's who she puts all this energy and surrounds herself with, is this man who will not hurt her.
Now that makes perfect sense.
That's why she gives Santa the sexy lovin'.
Yeah.
And that is why Jamie comes back to her the way that he does.
As Santa.
She wouldn't love me the way I was, but maybe she'll love me as this man. She'll love me this way.
See, that makes me appreciate the movie even a whole new level, because that's awesome. Like I thought there was like whole number something else going on, but the way you explain it, that is I find that very satisfying. So that's awesome. So thank you for that. That's great. Now you did. I'll come back to this one, but we made a big deal on the show about the bag of dicks, which we love.
Yeah.
Come on, this was the first movie we did that had a literal bag of dicks. So I gotta ask, how did you make them, or what were they made from, and who got stuck with the task of making all the fake dicks?
It's a lot of dicks.
That's a lot of dicks.
But Tommy Dees, who's our special effects guy, Josh Carey came on later, did a lot of the great things that you guys have been talking about. But Tommy Dees originally was the one who made them. He was so excited about doing it. He said he think out a play. I'm like, okay, you got the job. And he did it. He had a blast doing it. We initially weren't going to show the several universes. My idea was to have it happen, but not to show it. And then at the very end, when he has the bag and he opens it up, then we show it. But there was a lot going on. I filmed it just in case. And I guess we decided to just put it all out there.
Well, I am so glad you did it, because I'm sorry, it was just, I loved it. I thought it was great at add to the movie.
That is a horrible horror first. It was not one, but 2 decapitations.
Yes, 2 cuttings
that took place, and obviously many more
that we don't see.
So I'm kind of like, I think we talked about it. It's like, what kind of call are they going to get the police department the next couple of days of just guys running around dickless all over the place? That's horrible.
Yeah, so I'm glad you put it in the movie, because I loved it, and even threw in the vibrator in there for a nice little fun effect.
That was a nice little touch too. I like that. I like when he kills the 2 ladies and he just goes, take that.
Because I was kept waiting, like,
the vibrator is actually the thing that makes me cringe whenever I show that. I can't believe I did that. You know, I got my family in the audience watching. I'm like, oh god, this is the vibrator. You know.
No, I think a bag of dicks would be worse than a vibrator.
That's funny.
Now, you talked about this earlier, and Ashley was kind of mentioning this in our corresponding emails before we did this. Now, I don't know if you're able to tell us yet, but what is the the secrecy or reason behind not releasing the budget information for the movie yet? Is there some kind of
Well, it came down to distribution.
Okay.
Producers that I work with are great producers. Of course, they were a little nervous about the film in the beginning, so they didn't give us very much at all. So I had to prove myself, which is great, because it's helping me now with my next movie, which we're going to do a lot more involved storytelling. But they did not want that to come out. I can't release what it is just yet. I have asked, because I think it's possibly a story there that people might want to know about this. Because it's much smaller than you think, and a lot of people thought I was nuts for doing it, but I wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah,
sure.
No, I totally, we respect that, all that. We just curious because we do it. We play a game on our show where we try to guess the budget of the film, and it's kind of like a Price is Right type rules, and we give out stupid little prizes. And we were hoping we could try to get the budget out of here, but fair enough.
But I mean,
when I find out, I'll let you know.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But I think you've got.
Your Price is Right before we reveal it.
Yeah.
But I like the whole Christmas time, because even with sequels, I mean, you can just do it every year, and it's festive, and people look forward to Christmas. People look forward to holidays. People can start looking forward to, a sequel
used to be fun. This became like a fun franchise, another independent movie that became a franchise that was really good was like the Hatchet series became really popular.
Is Ashley's character gonna be? Is Ashley's character gonna be a killer now as well? Is Jamie gonna feel bad?
Does Rachel become next Miss Garrett?
Right. Yeah. So there's lots of different avenues you could do or explore. So I'd look forward to it.
I'd be girl. Now you were just talking about your future movie doing, and I don't know, is this the one you're Death Ward 13 that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about, but what little I've seen or read about, I'm actually very excited about this movie. What more could you maybe tell us about it? What to expect? Like, when are you looking at a release date, or what's going on? How is that coming?
Well, things have been going a little bit slower. We're doing all this all through the house. But once Christmas is over with, we're letting it go out on its own. And January comes around, we're going to be getting down to business. We have some things the producers are working on. They've already got somebody interested. So I can't reveal the name, but I'm really excited about it. And you know that it's a remake. If we imagine, don't look in the face. I would say more reimagine.
Okay. So either way, based on what I've seen from All Through the House, I'm really excited to see your follow-up, and super excited about it, and I'll definitely be looking out for that. Now, that's Todd's part. So, Ashley, do you have anything coming down the pipeline, or that we should be looking out for coming up?
Yes, I guess I could be rumored in Death Ward 13. I don't know. I am on the cover of the poster.
So you might be on it. You might be in it. I'm not sure then. Okay.
I saw the poster, but I guess it was a smaller picture, so I didn't recognize that was you. So there's that.
So that would be something to look forward to. Todd is my number one director here. I would do anything to work with him because he's amazing. So I can work on another movie with him. That's awesome.
I guess that's also guaranteed job.
Job security.
Job security, right? You always got as long as he's doing, you got a job.
Come on, bro. It's the next movie.
And then also, early next year, I will be filming another horror film called Safe Place, which is directed by Liz Hunt, and I will be traveling to Florida for that one. So I'm really excited.
That's cool. Now, is there a tentative, is that a 2017 release, or do you know when they're looking for a Safe Place?
2017 is what the director is shooting for, so that will be exciting. Cool. And then I have a couple of other scripts that I'm reading, so we'll see auditioning, take classes.
Now, is Safe Place, I know Death Ward, from what maybe I'm wrong, but what I saw, that's actually scheduled for a theatrical release. Is that correct? This.
Well, they're hoping to get a limited.
A limited.
Yeah. It's not going to be some.
Okay.
It's rough. All through the house. This one is.
Well, I'm now even more excited.
Yeah.
Gonna keep me in suspense on that. I'm really excited for this. Now, here, All Through the House was based on a short you did called Here Comes Santa. Now, I was actually curious. Is there a way or a place that people could go to watch the original short to see how All Through the House kind of morphed or became what it is? Because I'd be very curious to actually watch the short myself. If there's a place to find it.
It was online for a little while there, a while back when I did it, but then when All Through the House came around and started getting into that, it got pulled off.
I didn't have any confusion.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And it might possibly end up on a re-release, Blu-ray, movie. We'll see what happens. Right now, they've asked me to take it.
Okay.
There was did you know there was also an All Through the House short on Amazon Prime right now, which is, when I looked for the movie, I saw it on Amazon, and it wasn't your movie. It was like a 6-minute little piece of like a kid trying to...
It's a more recent movie that they just somebody just did called All Through the House.
Yeah. No, there's a tale. She actually talking about a Tale from the Crypt like mini movie.
Yeah,
I've seen that one. That was long time
ago. But Todd and I are on the same wavelength here, I believe. It's like a first-person shot of a little kid running around on Christmas, and then some bad things happen. But I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to be watching. Is there any problem, or are you saying, hey, give me the name?
Our producer Steve Redman, he was this guy's on it about everything, and he brought it to my attention too. What can you do? And it's a short movie, so hopefully there's not too much.
Yeah, it's not like not same length.
That maybe we're on to something or doing something. There's big-budget studio films coming out. A lot of times there are filmmakers who will make a movie that is kind of like that movie.
Like Asylum.
And put it out, to kind of get the buzz from the studios.
Yeah, I think Asylum, right? The famous the Asylum studios. That's their niche.
Yeah.
We did an Asylum movie not that long ago on our show. I forget which one it was. Now, just some of our general questions. Todd, like growing up, you said big horror fans. Who was like some of your biggest inspirations in the genre? That led you to be kind of become who you are today as a filmmaker? What were some inspiration, movie-wise or director-wise?
John Carpenter and
Sean
Cunningham, who I just met recently on Strange Circumstances, but it was pretty amazing. Those were my favorites. Wes Craven. I was all into that. Like there's no like some secret a director or producer within that arena during that time that I was not a fan. And that I did not study. Like I know these movies by heart. Like I can recite.
Awesome.
I don't know if I'm gonna be proud of that.
Oh no, wear it on your sleeve. Wear that on your sleeve. Be proud of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, actually, I guess I found the research I did on you when I was looking this up. I found your bio information just absolutely fascinating. You're wearing the Wonder Woman hat and shirt. You have a Batman mug. So you already got a piece of my heart for that. You're into cosplay, and you did the Robot Combat League. So how did you get into cosplaying first? What led you to that? And then how did you get onto the Robot Combat League? Like, what was that? How did you get there? What led you to there?
Well, first cosplay came around when I was actually really little, before it was even called cosplay. Todd would actually dress us up as like Batgirl and Wonder Woman, and my younger brother's Batman and Joker, and we would have those costumes not just for Halloween, and like every year after that, just do it again. Eventually on Halloween I started coming up with different costumes and actual Halloween costumes, but I always had my woman and that girl like in the my closet.
That's awesome.
And then as I got older, it kind of just became a huge thing. Like we go to comic book conventions and dress up before it became a big thing. And now it's like you go there and everybody cosplays. So that's kind of cool. You know, I'm considered normal now. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. You go to those things now. Yeah, you go to those things now, and they look at the people who are not dressed up. It's like, oh, what's up with that loser? You know?
And then we're talking about Lady Kingdom when I was actually auditioning for a different TV show. And that one led to, I guess, my audition case led to, like, got the attention of Robot Combat Lady.
Yeah, she almost got like Big Brother.
Yeah.
That
one I really wanted. I did that. I don't know how much of audition. Like, I did it
very, very close.
And then I finally almost got close. And for a second there, when Robot Combat was contacting me, I'm like, they said this is more than Big Brother. This is like but no, Robot Combat, that was like a one-lifetime opportunity. That was absolutely amazing. Not too many people can say that they were able to control an 8-foot-tall, like, giant robot and, like, put it in combat, you know, and fight. I mean, I did rock and software as a kid.
And it was like, yeah.
You were basically the inspiration for like that Hugh Jackman movie about fighting robots.
Real Steel?
Real Steel was based on my content. You lived it.
Amazing in person. You really see it happening in front of you.
My family, the whole family came to watch the audience. You know, they're all like screaming. It was really crazy.
It was intense.
I definitely didn't think I was going to go all the way to the end. It wasn't after the first fight. When I had my first fight, I was like, wow. I really brought out that warrior. But like after a while, you know, I hadn't ran track in a while, so that competitive side kind of, I forgot how competitive I was until I put that suit on and I started fighting. I was like, wow,
that's awesome.
So it was pretty fun.
You got to meet. I assume you got to meet Chris Jericho, the host. I mean, he's pretty awesome. Jericho's a big fan.
Also, so that was
well.
Oh, and George Lucas.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you know that guy.
That guy. That's what that little Star Wars thing is.
His daughter is a professional MMA fighter, and she was a contestant also on the show. So she's like super nice and awesome.
How'd you not know that?
I don't know. MMA. I like a lot of MMA stuff. When you said Freddie Roach, I'm like, oh yeah, he's a boxing trainer. He's an all-time. I know who that. I didn't know George Lucas's daughter was a MMA fighter. Had no idea.
Now, so other than Wonder Woman, who is your leading favorite, what are some other your favorite characters that you like to cosplay as nowadays?
I like cosplaying as Batgirl. She was one of my favorites growing up as a child too. I love Elvira. Elvira is
who doesn't love Elvira?
I just remember one day I was walking down the hallway and a friend of ours was sitting there and she was like, you know, you look like Elvira. I was like, really? And like the next week I had my costume, my party boards, and like putting it together. And I ended up Elvira ended up herself ended up getting a picture of me.
Nice.
Wow.
It's not talking background.
What about you, Todd? You do any cosplay?
I do not do any cosplay. Not now. I used to.
You did cosplay a long time ago.
Yeah, I won a bunch of competitions too. So, I used to for a little bit, and then for the past 4 months.
Now, are you one of the hardcore cosplayers?
Geek family here.
Yeah.
Excellent. Geek reference was my next part. I was going to go into that. But are you one of a hardcore cosplayer? Do you actually sew all your costumes yourself, or do you like hand make everything?
My mom helps a lot with that.
She's a geek mom, too.
She's a geek mom. So she's been making costumes together like since I was like before I was born.
Yeah.
So she is the mastermind behind all the costumes, and very, very nice. Linda Carter replicated.
Nice.
Not to mention that my mom was responsible for a lot of the set decorating and all the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very
She's very creative.
Because I gotta say, the houses, the decoration, Miss Garrett, okay, she loves Christmas, I get it, but when she asks over and decorate more,
Yeah.
goddamn! You know?
What more can you possibly do?
It's like, you gotta decorate the bathrooms, I mean, she decorated the crawl spaces, obviously, but I mean, she decorates everything.
So yeah, that was I will say the set decorations were on point. I mean, you could tell there was a lot of work that went into it.
But even like the apartments, or like where the couples are killed, the people, like even there, like I even like those places being the way they were decorated, the way they were handled. I thought those were pretty cool. Yeah.
The purple room.
The purple
room was very interesting.
Yeah, the girl who was on the bed before she died. Yeah, she had purple bra and panties, purple wall, purple.
I think purple sheets or something like that, or
yeah,
blue.
I think I know what her favorite color was.
Yeah, it's purple.
But I still liked it.
One thing before I move back to some other questions. I want to finish talking about your geek upbringing, because that's a big part of my life as well. What other geeks besides the cosplay and I guess the Combat League? What are kind of geeky things are you into? Did you ever do like, I don't know, D&D, or you're a big Star Wars fan, Star Trek, or what's your other geeky interest?
Big Star Wars, big Star Trek fan. I wasn't ever into Dungeons and Dragons, but like I said, I had two other brothers, and they are all into that. Video games. Yeah, there's a section, like one brother is just like totally freaks out over Marvel. You know, I totally freak out over DC. You know, then there's anime, so we sort of cover all the get together and we have a lot to talk about.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny because it used to be, at least when I was growing up, it was a smaller genre, just like, oh, the guys into geek stuff. Now it's so big. It's like you just can't cover all of it.
No.
Yeah. You didn't really scream when you were in high school that you read.
No, I just think it was more closeted. You kept it in.
Yeah.
Now you can just shout around and it's totally acceptable, which is great. And especially for women nowadays to see women get into it and making it okay for other girls to get into it. Which pops in my mind. Actually, I have a question, advice from you. Actually, I have a new daughter now, and I'm trying to, you being like, I'd love her to grow up, be kind of like you, like into the comics, into trying to get her into like Wonder Woman, Batgirl, try to get her into that geeky side to show that it's cool and it's okay. I mean, do you have any advice? Like, what got you hooked on it, other than, I guess, having older siblings? But
yes.
What was your?
Go get all of the Supergirl hero characters, action figures. They have all those superhero, superheroes, and you go.
I've done that.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I've already bought like the DC superhero high. I think it's the line, like the superheroes in high school. I bought her the books, the dolls. I got her clothing. I just want to try to.
There's so much stuff that's out there now. Todd actually ended up making all of that for me.
So I made action figures for my brothers, the ones that they didn't exist, the characters that they wanted, dolls for her because they didn't have the.
And now they do. They have like the little people.
Yeah.
They have like the DC like little people, so you can get those and like I have a son. His name is Justice. After the Justice League.
That's awesome.
My name is Eve.
That's amazing.
But he at a very young age, he was the same thing. They had like the Magics and the DC, like all those little figures, and with the little people too. So he wrote up all over DC.
Yeah, he's an encyclopedia. He knows their real name, everything.
Yes, he's been for Halloween. He's been Green Lantern, Aquaman, which was my favorite. That was really he's been Superman, Green Arrow was one. Batman, Green Arrow was one that he really rocked it. Like he was Rob,
did.
he's gonna
Jeez.
like Young Justice and Titans Go.
That's awesome.
I think you got it covered.
Yeah. I'll send you an email over to like I need advice on how to for my daughter. What do I do? Let's bring it back to the horror movies and stuff. Todd, you also directed a movie called Scary Larry, which Ashley was also in, and so was Kelsey Karlstead. I hope I got her name right. Who was also in All Through the House. She was the girl in the Santa lingerie who got the shears through the head. Now, I've looked for that movie, too, to watch it, but it's not really hard to find. Now, is there a place where people can find that one as well? Buy it, rent it online?
There is no place that you'll be able to find Scary Larry. Probably never. It was a movie that, again, not a lot of people had very much faith in because it was even less money. And then once it got done, these two producers began fighting over it. And it's just like they weren't letting up. And so it finally got to the point where it's just going to sit on the shelf because neither one wanted to budge on it. And so that's it. And I made peace with it. It was not an easy thing to make peace with. So I just got back into doing all the house. I brought pretty much all the cast and crew that worked on Scary Larry to do this, give them another shot. And everything worked out for the best. I mean, something happened, but that doesn't look
well, but Scary Larry also got us all in the house. By Scary Larry, the executive producer saw it and saw what Todd could do with what he had, and was like, well, we'll give you a little bit more and see what you can do with that. And
so it wasn't a waste, but I did feel bad because a lot of people gave up their time and energy, and I worked with some pretty cool, talented people who do some stuff on low budget, minimal time. So
there's a story there too.
So that's
and it's like a sound hype going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's very topical. I mean that's a shame. I mean when you put that much effort and time and to create something to not be able to have it seen, that's a shame. But hey, like I said, some positive came from it. It led to All Through the House, which is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Now a couple questions we've asked every guest we've ever had on the show. One, if you had to pick one or two, what is your all-time favorite horror movie? Each one, you can both answer this.
And I know it's tough to do because it's really tough to put you on the spot and say, what's your favorite ever? Because, I mean, everyone's got a different opinion depending on the way the wind's blowing. But,
some that maybe it's something that stuck out to you a lot as a kid. Maybe it wasn't that good, but something that just really, implanted in your brain at a younger age or something.
Well, for me, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I admire her so much. I grew up admiring her, and Halloween is my absolute all-time favorite. Just the opening scene alone, keeps me captivated. I'm just watching it. I can't stop. And then once I started watching it, I won't stop, even though I've seen it 1,000 times. Favorite movie. Finally got to see it in the theater with Jamie Lee Curtis and John Carpenter.
Wow, I'm jealous. I'm right there with you. Halloween's probably my all-time favorite too, and I'm incredibly jealous that you got that experience with Jamie Lee and John Carpenter in a theater. That's awesome.
What about you, Todd?
Jamie Lee Curtis is actually saying happy birthday too to my Justice when he turned 5. He's not he's 5. She's saying happy birthday. It's on YouTube. While petting his hair in the morning.
And staring in the eyes. Like, I want that to be
she was doing a book signing. And so she had everybody in the line, including the security guards, all singing happy birthday Justice.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty amazing.
That's pretty awesome. Jamie Lee's awesome.
Yeah. She's never heard of Jamie.
What about you, Todd? Favorite horror movie or one that really sticks out for you?
Well, obviously I had many favorites.
Sure, of course.
I love them all passionately. But what happened was the very first one I ever saw that changed my life, which was Halloween. As a kid, my favorite movie at that point was The Wizard of Oz. I didn't know anything about what existed, as far as the horror movies. When I saw that, it just blew me away. I was terrified. I wanted to be a part of it. And I just wanted more. I became a little obsessed.
And then I had no other choice.
You were just doomed from the get-go.
So on the other side of that coin, now we're gonna flip it over. On the other side of that coin, there's got to be a movie that's just so bad. You watch, you're like, oh my god, how could this be made? But you still it still has that special place in your heart. Your favorite like guilty pleasure bad horror movie.
Guilty pleasure bad horror movie. Wow, that is a hard one. I don't know. I mean, there's wow. I know I had probably many of those as well because, like I said, I like a lot of these, even some that are pretty bad. I find that I enjoy.
Like, for example, well, one that I just recently saw, for example, was Chopping Mall, which was made in the 80s, and oh my god, it was so ridiculous, but it was so much fun. I don't think they were what they were going for, but it was so bad, it was great. You know, I loved it.
Death Spell is another one for me, another 80s bad one. Loved it. Ashley, do you have anything that comes to your mind?
I mean, there's some that you definitely know that they're probably
Cheerleading.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I would say there's one that's for me. I know that probably based off of the budget, probably played a big part in why it was so bad. But I don't know if you've heard of Pork Chop. Have you seen Pork Chop?
No.
You guys
I haven't seen Pork Chop, no.
It has that. There's a lot of crazy things that happen in it. It has an amazing post too.
Pork Chop. Written it down. I will add it to our.
That's why I love doing these interviews. I love doing these interviews because there's such a huge genre of horror. It's like small indie or low budget horror that we just miss, and we could pick up new ones all the time.
Yeah. Pork Chop is written down. We're gonna check that out. Now we're gonna start right. We've taken enough of your time, and we thank you very much for being able to spend this time with us and join us. Now, for those of you who are our listeners who are interested in it, is there a place, an official website for Altered House where people can maybe buy shirts, or buy the?
I see the shirt.
Yeah, you got a shirt, or buy it on Blu-ray. Like, I bought it on Amazon. I bought a digital copy, but I would love to get this on Blu-ray, maybe with some special features when it comes out, if it comes out. Oh, well, there it is. All right.
Yeah, the Blu-ray does have some special features. It's got commentary, trailer, not a lot. But
it's the UK version.
That's a fancy cover.
Pretty cool.
That is very nice.
That's fancy.
Yeah, you can actually go to our website at alteredhousemovie.com. And right now we're doing some crazy giveaways on Facebook, T-shirts. There's a Jamie Nutcracker, Blu-ray DVDs. Yeah, you gotta check out the Nutcracker.
I think I was on your Facebook page. You had a giveaway going on for the first day of Christmas. Fill in the blank. The slasher gave it to me. I put my little 2 bits on that. I put in my put little comment. Mine was on the first day of Christmas. The slasher gave to me a hot girl in a dog cage. That was my.
Very good.
Good one.
So.
Yes, we have put out another one today, right?
Yeah.
And then we have 3 more after that. So that's 5 days.
And then we're gonna have consolation prizes. So as long as you enter, you have a chance. More than one winner that we're gonna pick. We're gonna announce them on Christmas, and then we'll go from there.
Awesome. Well,
any like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram that you want people to follow you at?
Yes, shameless plug.
Shameless plug time.
It's gotta be part of the show, right?
Right, always gotta be a part of the show.
You can find me on pretty much all social media just by looking at Ashley Mary Nunes on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Some other sites that don't really go on, like LinkedIn. But I do to my friends, connections, circle.
Well, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter, and you can find Altered House on Facebook and Twitter as well. And we're all over the web.
Yeah.
And Death Word 13.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be putting this up on our YouTube page, on Facebook, our Instagram. So advertising on Twitter too. So
now, when Death Ward comes out, maybe we can do this again in the future, and we'll talk some Deathloop. It'd be great.
Yes. Absolutely.
So yeah, that's it, everybody. We're gonna let them go for now. Again, if you guys would like to hang on the line for just a second after we end the recording, and we'll say goodbyes. But for everybody else, I hope you guys enjoyed this little interview. And again, thank you very much for taking the time to.
And Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Yes.